Okay, I'm the only truck in the parking lot. Of course, it is 32 degrees out, but it's not that cold. Where is everybody? I'm not complaining. I'd rather fish by myself anyway. All right, thanks for tuning in. It's winter all of a sudden. It's cold. It was 32 when I left the house. So I'm not sure what it's going to do to the fish, but we're going to find out. Stay tuned. There we go. I caught someone's stinking brush pile. We don't need any brush piles. Ah, darn it. I'm afraid it's going to be one of them slow days. There we go. There's one. Oh boy. Feels like a good fish, whatever it is. Ooh. Get my net. Oh, broke me off. Darn it. It's a nice spot. I can't believe he broke me off. That's what I get for not retying. All right, let me. There, that's better. Well, that's disappointing. I hooked that brush pile over there. And I should have retied. If you pull your knot too tight, and I didn't get my jig and fluke rigged very good. That was on the jig and fluke. It was a nice spot too. So I got to position my boat again. That fish was out a little deeper, but he really whacked it, so I'm hoping there might be another. My drag is set just fine. Could be a little looser, I guess. Man, I hate losing them. Oh, there's another. Now, I'm hoping I can keep this one, land this one. This is my kind of fishing right here. Ooh, it's another nice one. Ooh, it's actually a really nice one. Really nice one. On the old trusty jig and fluke. Just a jig head and a fluke, and that's what it'll do for you. A nice big chunky fat one. So that's two. They're kind of bunched up on this point. So if you've watched my channel over the years, you see me catch a lot of fish this way. And always make sure to dye your tail. I got chartreuse today. Some days they like red. I'm gonna turn my boat. That fish was just about the exact same spot. Out here a little deeper. And my cast went a little deeper than I wanted. So that was two on that point. I just choked on the first one and didn't retie. Man, there's nothing like when they hit it, there's nothing like it. They just pop it. My kind of fishing. Both of those fish were actually kind of down the side of the point here. So I'm gonna, on this point, I'm gonna start working in just a little shallower every cast and see if I can find another fish or two. Huh. I was kind of hoping I ran into a school. Well, that was two. I'm going to explore this point just a little more and then I'll move to another one. Someone planted some more brush, which it's unnecessary. You don't need the brush. All it does is cause me to snag up. So I'd just as soon not have the brush. There we go. Oh, he came off. He came off. So there are a few fish on this point. That's good. That fish didn't hit it very good. He just lightly. So I didn't get him. Darn it. So a lot of times when it's cold like this, the water temperature starts to get colder. These fish will start bunching up on the points. You might sit on a point and catch 15 or 20 on a good day. That would have been 3 if I would have got a good hook in that one. Not all points are created equal, so you gotta just explore. They'll use one point one day and then the next day they won't. So you gotta hit different points. Keep trying until you find them. There must just be a few, because I'd be catching them. There he is. Yep. Yes, sir. There's a few fish on this point. Say, by golly, these are nice ones too. Yes, sir. These are nice ones. Well, that's another nice one on the old jig and fluke. And I don't know if you see how many times I had to cast to that same point before I got bit again. But he took my fluke, so stay tuned while I reload. All right, I got me a new fluke on. There are a few fish on this point. So I'm just hitting this point from different angles. Sometimes if you just bring it from a different angle, it makes a difference. Whoa. There we go. Oh, it's a good one, I think. Yep. Well, decent fish, decent fish. Stay away from my trolling motor. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. You can see that awesome jig and fluke right in the mouth. Nice chunk. I've got a little bit of a pattern going. That's nice. Just a jig head. I'm using a 1/4 ounce today because that's just what I had tied on. I normally would go with a little lighter. If it was really windy or really deep, I might be throwing something heavier. I like it. My boat's setting in 27 feet right here, so this point drops right off, drops off quick. It's got rocks on it. That's normally what I'm looking for. Missed him. Golly, did he hit it? I didn't get him. I've missed quite a few. They're just, these cold temperatures, they're just not that turned on. Now, when fishing this jig and fluke, say I started noticing the bait was a lot smaller, all I got to do is cut down the fluke that I've got on there, or I could put a, pull it off, put another different size fluke if I needed, or a different colored fluke if I wanted. It's a versatile bait, and it's pretty darned effective. We're a couple days after a major cold front, so I knew fishing was going to be, was going to be slow. Normally, finesse is what you want to throw in those conditions. This is, I'm out here on Sunday morning. Oh, there he is. This fish, he hit it funny. I can tell. Yeah. Yep. He's just a little guy, but he took a swipe at it and got him in the belly. The little guy. He wanted it though. He took a swipe. He hit it like a ton of bricks. There we go. Oh, he got me in the tree. Swim out. Ah. Ah, he's got me in the tree. There he got. He came loose. He came loose. Ooh, it's a nice one too. Had me wrapped around the tree. Ooh, it's a nice one. I'm gonna have to check my line. Nice one. You know, even though it's so cold, I'm gonna take my gloves off for a little bit. Really need to check my line. Huh. Well, that was first cast with the old jig. I will take it. Boy, he really had me, I thought I was going to lose him. Had me really wrapped up. There we go. About time. Uh-oh. Hey, don't break me off. It must be a good one because I can't do anything with him. On the old jig and fluke. And it's the bonus striper. I love catching them. Nice fat little football. That's why I like throwing the jig and fluke. It is a multi-species bait. The bonus striper. I will take it. Boy, he crushed it. When they hit it, you know, there's no doubt. Again, just a jig head and a fluke. It is deadly, especially this time of year. There we go. Oh boy. It's a good one, whatever it is. It don't act like I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's a monster spot. Just a monster. That is why I fish the jig and fluke. Nice big chunk. He's got a little something going on down there in his booty hole, but Man, that's, I don't want to take the time to weigh him, but that's 3+ right there. That's a nice one. The old jig and fluke. Right coming on this side of that point. That, geez, did he pound it. He just pounded it. I'll take it. Nice, big, chunky spot. Whew. I will take it. Boy, that wind. It's really blowing. And it is still pretty darn cold. Well, it's windy enough and cold enough. I caught plenty of fish. I can't complain. Don't overlook the jig and fluke. I am telling you, I catch a lot of fish on it. It's simple, just a jig head and a fluke, but boy does it work. And if you notice, those were all good fish except for maybe one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.